Linda Israel here, and I've got the Brutus Monroe Sketched Holiday Set, and I'm going to make a non-Christmas card using a couple of the pieces here, the little pine pieces and the pine cone. Let me get some hand lotion on. This is JIC Naturals Body Butter, and I use this as a hand lotion in my studio because when you're messing with paper all the time, your hands get really dry. So I always put just a little bit on my hands, and I've had this for almost a year, and as you can see, it's still got quite a bit left. It keeps my hands from drying out. What I'm going to do today is I've got the two little pieces of the greenery mounted to an acrylic block. I've cut a piece of white cardstock to 3.5-inch squares. I've got my little self-made powder pad so that I can keep embossing powder from sticking where I don't want it to stick. I have my Versamark stamp pad. And what I'm going to do is stamp this image several times on my card piece here. So I'm going to go around and stamp this. And I don't mind if it's overlapping. It's hard to see when it is clear like this, but that's okay. I'm just going to stamp it a few times. We'll emboss it, check it, see if where I need to fill in. So I'm going to use some Zing Metallic embossing powder. It's in green. Missed a spot there. I think I did pretty good stamping that without being able to see the whole image. So let's clear away the embossing powder and then we'll heat set that. The embossing powder has been heat set. It has a nice green metallic shimmer to it. The next thing that I want to do is use a corner rounder. I've got the We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile. I've got the 1/4 inch side, and I just want to round the corners of this piece. I want this card to have a little more green in it, so what I'm going to do is use my Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist in, that's not the right color, this was the color I wanted, Blarney, and we'll shake this side to side, not up and down. This is my box that I use to spray things in to keep from getting my workstation dirty. I just want to mist this a couple of times. It'll give it some shimmer. And we'll set that aside for a moment. I have a piece of scrap paper here, and on the other side of my acrylic block I have the pine cone, and I want to stamp this and emboss it in gold embossing. So again, I'm going to take my powder and put that on. So I don't want excess powder when I go to stamp this pine cone. I'm going to stamp it twice, and then we're going to emboss this in gold. So you can see the powder's on there. Now we're going to heat set that. I've got my mist box out again because this time I'm going to take the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. I have cork and coffee shop because I want these pine cones to be a coppery brown color. So we're just going to spritz this a couple of times with both of these colors. Get a little bit more. Then I'm going to set this aside to dry. I've already cut a piece of cardstock that I want to use as a piece to give another layer. This is 4 inches by about 5 1/4. I'm going to use my Vagabond to give some texture with a texture plate. I've got a Cuttlebug, this is the script. So we're going to set this inside. And we're going to emboss that. Now I have a diffuser from Tim Holtz. It's an embossing diffuser by Tim Holtz. And the idea is when you put this in your embossing machine, that wherever this opening is will not get embossed. So we're going to set this on. I want to make sure that I've got it nice and straight. Load the sandwich into my Vagabond. And let's emboss this. So, see how that part doesn't have any texture. Now I want this part that didn't get any texture to have a saying. I have picked out a saying from a stamp set that I'm not even sure what brand it is. So what I'm going to do is use my Misty. This is helping me getting the perfect placement. Slide this so I can see. Alright, so I've got this lined up where I want it to be stamped. I'm going to close the lid. That will pick up the stamp. Then we'll ink the stamp. And then stamp. And now it's in the perfect spot. Put this away. Prior to the video, I already cut and did the corner rounding to a piece of cardstock. It is 3 1/4 inches. This piece on top was 3 inches. So I want to glue these two together. I'm just using Aleene's white tacky glue. To help lay it flat, I use an acrylic block to lay that down. Before the video, I also cut a green card topper that's a little shy of 5 1/2 inches and 4 1/4, so it'll fit on top of my standard A2 card, but I need to round the corners. So I'll do that with my Crocodile. We'll glue these two pieces together. I'm going to go ahead and round the corner of my card. That gives it a nice finished look. I know that I want to put a ribbon at the top of this, so I have a McGill punch that has 2 little slits. So I want to punch this just at the top portion of here. So I made 2 little slits, and then we're going to cut out the pine cones. Because we have a cut edge, I don't want that white to show. So I've got a frayed burlap by Tim Holtz Distressed Ink. And I'm just going to use the edge of this on here. Just inking that up, which will help give it a finished look. I've got some dimensional dots here, so we're going to place a few of those on the back side. I'm just going to place these on my top portion of my design. And now we're going to put some ribbon through that hole that I made earlier. I've just got some green gross grain or cross grain, however you say that. I never could say it correctly. Punching the holes like this helps put it in place, and you don't have to use glue to make the bow stay in place and wait on it to dry. Now we'll adhere this into place. And there is a Thinking of You card made with what is potentially a Christmas set, but it is not a Christmas card. So look at these Christmas stamps a little differently when you purchase them. It could be that some of these components that are in them can be used for other cards, like Think of You, Get Well Soon, Sympathy, Happy Birthday. Those types of cards can be made with some of these same stamps, so you get more use out of them. I hope that you enjoyed this little card that I made today using the Brutus Monroe Sketched Holiday Set. A little bit of Tattered Angel Glimmer Mists, and as well as the script background from Cuttlebug, the diffuser from Sizzix / Tim Holtz, as well as the Tim Holtz Distressing inks around the edge of the pine cone, and then some ribbon. If you enjoyed this, please make sure that you like, comment, share this video with your friends, and of course, always follow me on all of my social media. As one of my friends says, stalk me. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I post my daily life, things that are going on, things that I'm creating, upcoming video projects that are coming up, so you get to know ahead of the game, so to speak. And if there's something that you want me to make, send me a message. Let me know what you're wanting to see on my channel, because I like to get that feedback. Thanks for watching today, and aspire to be amazing.